The leadership crisis in the Labour Party has reached a new turn as members are still not in agreement over the decision of Lamidi Apapa as the acting chairman of the party. Now, after the Presidential Tribunal on Wednesday, members of the party, upon seeing Lamidi Apapa at the court, refused journalists from granting him an interview. Now, according to the acting chairman, he says that he would have been dead if the journalists were not there. It could be recalled that the Federal High Court, Abuja, suspended Abure as the national chairman of the Labour Party over alleged forgery of documents, including court documents. Following this, Apapa took over the leadership of the party, but there has been a crisis in the party since then. Of course, the latest recent development has said that Abure has said he is back now as the substantive chairman of the party, and there are no longer factions as such yesterday when he spoke. Joining us in the studio is a former member of the Labour Party and political analyst, Olukayode Salako. It's nice to have you join us this morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Welcome.
Good morning, madam.
Great.
And good morning, Nigeria.
Exactly.
I'm happy to be on the show this morning.
Exactly. It's good to have you. It's good to have you. And via Zoom is the organizing secretary, Labour Party, Surulere, local government, Nsiabasi Ekanem. It's good to have you join us, Nsiabasi. Good morning.
Pleasure. Thank you very much.
Good. All right. Let's start from the studio. Olukayode, you were in the Labour Party and you understand, in fact, you were one of those who had laid the foundation of the structure of Labour Party in Lagos, and you contributed to ensuring that it stands. Now, there are lots of crises in the party which a lot of people outside of the party don't understand. You were involved. You were, the last time we had you here, you were a victim of part of that crisis at the time you were in the party at the time. But why is it so challenging to resolve the issues in the Labour Party?
Yeah, thank you very much. Well, when a political party does not pay attention to idealness, discipline in its culture of operations, I've always said this, and I will always say that the culture of operation that is running Labour Party cannot even run that party well. Let alone talking about coming to take over Nigeria to run Nigeria. So, you see, if I hadn't been in that party, I wouldn't have known that Labour Party is the problem of itself. And that problem is about the culture that is running that party. And a political party cannot run itself. It can only be run by human beings. Social organizations are run by human beings. When the culture of a people that are running a social organization is not disciplined, when they are not a people that are culturally inclined, people that are only after what they make out of that system, then you will always see what you continue to see in Labour Party. It is that culture of operation that, forced me out of the system, that made me to leave. What would it be? How will it be if I'm saying, okay, I left the political party because I wanted to advance the cause of my political activities, adventure, thinking I'm going to a better place. And I now got there and discovered that even the political party where I am, where I left, is even better in terms of culture of discipline. You see, I don't care what people say about APC, right? But I left APC to Labour Party, and I must tell you that when it comes to culture of discipline, disciplinary operation, when it comes to a political party that has membership operational discipline, hierarchy of command, leadership command that is highly disciplined, then you take APC as number one. APC is a highly disciplined social organization, political party. When it comes to the way that party operates,
Is it because it's
that is what Labour Party doesn't have.
Because is the party in government?
No, it doesn't have to be about the party that is in government. PDP was in government. I didn't mention PDP because we all also know the way people behave inside PDP. Members behave. You see, the national leadership of Labour Party, the true national leadership of Labour Party is the courts. That is why you see that everything about Labour Party is always the courts. They don't listen to anybody, especially those who claim to be obedient members of the party. They always want to see themselves as if the party, as if they are doing the party a favor. They see their membership involvement, membership operations, membership participation inside Labour Party as if they are doing Labour Party a favor. So without them, Labour Party wouldn't have been Labour Party. And that is why you see that culture of membership disciplinary operation is lacking in Labour Party. And I wonder how such a political party that is shouting of giving Nigerians a new Nigeria, when that party is, if that party is lucky to be the ruling party in Nigeria, can even handle Nigeria better than the ruling party that party has been complaining about. So that culture of operation where people want to do whatever they like. People are only after what they get. Okay, what is the cause of all this now between the Abure faction and the Lamidi Apapa faction? What is the cause? Money. Money.
Money from where?
That is it. That, of course, you must have been following the event of things. What actually brought about the court case, the hanging around Abure's neck. They said he had misappropriated over 400 million Arabi. That is money. And I was in that party, and I'm aware that even the people that took Abure to court, are not saints. They are not angels themselves. We also know that they also have issues with what they are taking Abure to court for, what they want the court to punish Abure for. They are also not saints. They are not angels. Wow. Almost all of them are birds of a feather. That's the truth.
It still remains in the realm of allegations here and there because
until the court,
absolutely.
until the court rules.
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah, Mr. Ekanem, in our Abuja studio, you've heard what Mr. Salako said as regards what is happening in your party. Could you talk to us about your own understanding of why the leadership of your party is in so much disarray? Because it was supposed to be a party that is bringing succor to the suffering, so to speak, of Nigerians, but they're not seeing the party, emerged in this kind of, disarray. Do you have any better explanation?
Thank you very much for the opportunity to speak. And I greet my very good friend, Olukayode Salako. It's unfortunate, some of the things he has said, but let me come in from a professional angle. I have managed teams as a project manager for over 11 years, and I'm going to speak from my experience. When a team comes together, there are different phases that a team goes through before they become stabilized. There's what we call the norming phase. There's what we call the forming phase. There's a phase where people disagree, all right? And then there's a point where people get to understand themselves and they are able to work together. Everyone in Nigeria knows that Labour Party was almost nowhere before the coming in of Peter Gregory Obi, the presidential candidate of the party. And it is only understandable that when people flock into a particular entity or organization, there is a lag time, there is a period whereby the team would come together and be able to work together without crisis.